Working towards big dreams is self-care and you cannot convince me otherwise. It all went a little bit wrong. I spent a whole year in survival mode and it sucked. I was working a pretty toxic job that just left me feeling like I was constantly on the verge of having a heart attack every single day. Thankfully, I'm no longer in that situation, but the emotional and anxiety-induced burnout took a massive toll on my mind and body and a lot of time and therapy to crawl out of. But now I'm ready to feel like myself again. So I've decided for the next 50 days, I'm going to do a realistic lock-in challenge. Emphasis on realistic. If you are looking for 75 hard level challenges, I fear I am not the person for you. I still work a 9 to 5 and I do social media as well, so I am busy. I want to build habits that fit into my life and last, and just to build a life that I feel like genuinely excited to live again. One of my biggest goals is to perform in theatre or musical theatre at some point in my life, even just at community level. Like, I'm not fussy, I really want to do it. So every habit in this challenge is designed to either make me feel better in my own body, in my own mind, and or to help me pursue that goal. Because taking yourself seriously and working towards big dreams is self-care and you cannot convince me otherwise. I spent some time this morning with my notebook, writing down all the habits that I would like to hit. So every day I will drink 2 litres of water before noon for vocal health, but also just drinking water is a good thing to do. I will eat 3 meals a day, predominantly whole foods, but with absolutely no restrictions. If I want a snack, I'm going to have a snack. This is not a diet weight loss challenge. This is all about fueling my body properly so that I feel my best. I will do some form of movement every single day. Eventually, I will build up to gym sessions multiple times a week. Right now, walking, going to classes, I love Pilates, I love going to dance classes, all of these things all count. I will get a minimum of 8 hours sleep every night with a very strict bedtime routine, no snooze policy, and a no scrolling in the bedroom rule, which I've very much not been following recently. Whoops. Speaking of social media, I'm going to get back to using my brick. My screen time is through the roof, which isn't helpful for anything. I'm going to say 1 hour of social media a day. We'll see how that goes. We might change that. I want to read 10 pages of literally any book every day. When I say I've fallen out of every good routine I've ever had, I really mean it. I haven't read in so long. The most important one in all of this is that I will work directly on my goal every single day in literally any form. And as I said, this is not 75 hard. It's not 50 hard. It's not anything hard. It takes time to build good habits and good routines, and if I fall out of them one day, I will not be starting from scratch. I will be moving on and continuing to build up the good habits, because I want to teach myself that falling down at one hurdle, which I'm sure will happen, doesn't mean you throw away the rest of the progress. If it needs to change halfway through because something isn't as realistic as I thought it was at this point, we will do that and we will cross that bridge. It's day 1. Let's do it. I'm in the music chorale rooms in the Mitchell Library. Someone playing really incredible piano next door to me. So I've booked this out so I can practice some singing. This is the first time I've booked a room here. Basically, I've been going to vocal coaching for, I don't know, maybe since January or February with Katie Barnett Vocal Coaching in Glasgow. She's amazing. But we're really trying to help me access bigger sounds. I'm naturally quite softly spoken and grew up singing more folk and singing Gaelic songs, which are very lilty Celtic tunes. So I've never actually sang in a way that a lot of musical theatre songs are written, and I would like to be able to do that and to be able to do it well. So it means I need to practice, but this is one of the things that she maybe recommended, is booking a space that is designed for being loud and kind of getting away from that feeling of needing to censor your volume, because my poor neighbours I've probably heard a lot. I still feel a bit nervous, I think because there's someone playing next door to me and I know they'll be able to hear me, but that's the whole point. This is also an incredible resource. This is £1.50 for at least an hour. It's guaranteed for, she said. I'm going to do my little vocal warm-up and then I'm going to basically redo some of the practice we did yesterday and just see how my voice is sitting and what I do with it. I'm currently working on Flowers by Hadestown. There's a couple of songs that I kind of rotate between just at the moment because I'm not training for anything specific. I'm not working up to an audition or anything, so it's just musicals I like, songs that I think are good for what I'm trying to get. Technically challenging for me, it constantly flips from breathy, airy sound to chesty, deep sound. So in my brain, it's taken me quite a lot to be able to get into the deeper sound, but then flipping between the two means I really need to make sure that I'm placing my voice correctly. A feather on the air. Happy rain. Crunchy, very crunchy. I'm not professional, and I know that there's a lot of amazing singers online. I love them, I follow them too. I am very much a beginner. Dipping my toe into this, properly coaching myself and properly training myself to get better. So as much as that might have sounded not that great, bit pitchy, bit crunchy, whatever, that's already a massive improvement to where I was in January, and I'm very proud of myself, and that's all that matters. Old boats don't float. Oh, down now. It needs work. It needs work, but one day I'm gonna get it and it'll be really, really good. Good evening. It is now, I think, 8 p.m. I'm thinking 9:30 hard stop, like get ready for bed absolute latest, leave, like go down to the bedroom, and then sleeping by 10. I would like to be up at 6. Plan for the rest of the evening. I'm gonna edit a YouTube for like the one before this. Oh my god. Excuse me. I've got a couple of reels that I need to, one that I just need to like fine tune and send to the brand PR that it's for. One that's just like from yesterday that I need to put together. I won't get all of that done today, but I'm going to sit for just an hour and get that done, and that'll be my hour of social media, TikTok. I do have my post-dinner snack, 2 squares of Lindt dark chocolate with sea salt and some strawberries, another litre of water because I did hit my 2 before noon, but I'm only on like 2.5 litres today, guys, and generally I would like to be at around 4 by now. That's not going to happen, but if I can drink another bottle, that'll be great. And I also have a little nebulizer because I've been chatting to you guys, singing quite a bit today, singing quite a lot yesterday, so just gonna look after my voice. I had a shower, didn't wash my hair because I'm going to Pilates tomorrow and I'm going to go in the sauna, so we'll have an everything shower tomorrow, that's fine. I'm going to set up my brick schedule before I go to bed and I'll show you that. Also gonna watch some YouTube. This face mask is maybe not the most flattering. Now 24 minutes past 9, so I do need to go down to bed. I'm going to sort my brick schedule first and I'm going to make a cup of tea. I'll put my weekday focus on, which is 9:30 to 5. So I have one for the weekdays, like through the daytime. Sleep, I want to do 7:30 till 7 a.m. Weekend morning, I want 7 till 9 a.m. blocked. I have a weekend daytime one that's 11 till 7, which basically means I have 2 hours in the morning on the weekend. Will I need that tomorrow? No. Fine. I'm just going to do all of those. So this is the kind of schedule I'm working with. So it means that everything will be blocked tomorrow until 9 a.m. and then from 9 till 11 I'll have access, but I am going to a Pilates class tomorrow, so won't be using it anyway. Tomorrow that will do it automatically, but I'm too late for it to do it now, so I need to tap it on the fridge. Perfect. Last thing on the list today is to read. This is not a published book, but it is this book by my friend. My friend's written a manuscript, and she was very kind and trusted me with it, with her draft 2.5. So I am reading it so slowly because I've been so out of the way of reading, but it is such a good book and I'm glad I'm back to reading so that I can get into it. So I'm going to read minimum 10 pages of this. I might read a little bit more, it just depends how tired I am. But I'm on chapter 21, which I'm about a third of the way through, and I'm hoping that now that I'm picking up my reading pace again, I'll be able to get through it a bit quicker. That's going to be my evening, and I'll see you in the morning. afternoon, everyone. It is trip o'clock. Got back from Pilates. I was home by 11 for sure, but it's now just past 4 p.m. So I've spent all afternoon editing, finished the rough cut of my YouTube that I was hoping to upload today. I'm not sure if I'll get it today. I think I'll maybe post it later this evening if I can get it done in time. But there are some reels that I want to get done as well today, which I think are more important. So I'll just post the YouTube tomorrow if I can today, because it's nearly there. It's only a short one. Oh no, got too cocky. I have changed into pajamas. I had a shower at the Pilates studio, but I do need to have an everything shower today because my hair is in need of a wash. I'm really living in this, the biggest hoodie in the world, which is great because I have a massive head. Anyway, that's not important. What am I doing right now? I am hungry. So I'm gonna make a big chicken Caesar salad with sweet potato on the side and halloumi, and then have a shower and then go back to editing and just get as much done as I can without dipping into bedtime. I've ticked off a few of my daily habits today. I got up on time. I didn't snooze the alarm. Did some movement, so I did Pilates, which is my movement for the day. Will have had 3 full meals, and in the sauna I read 10 pages of my book, which is like an acting craft book, so that's technically my like work directly towards the goal ticked off as well. I've had my phone blocked all day. I had 2 litres of water before midday. I think that's all of them, right? Apart from like the going to bed on time, which will happen. So I'm feeling really good about myself, but really hungry, so time for dinner. Stunning. So it's day 3, and I realised I haven't done the typical put post-its on the wall with a number on them for each day of the challenge. So we're gonna do that right now. Update, yesterday did not go as well as I was hoping it to. I think the last I filmed yesterday was my dinner. I think after that I finished up my YouTube. I hit all of the goals that I needed to, except the bedtime. Bedtime went out the window. Not because I wasn't ready on time, just because I couldn't sleep. I was really struggling last night. How am I gonna do this? 1, 2, 3, maybe like a week. I know 50 isn't divisible by 7, but we're just gonna go with it. I shouldn't have done this, right? But I did. Oops. I started watching The Pit after I should have gone to bed because I wasn't, like, I'd gone to bed, couldn't sleep, got up, yeah, it was a whole thing. But I was really enjoying The Pit. It's a good one. Today is day 3 and it's Monday. So I was at work today. It is actually a bank holiday in Scotland right now because we got to the World Cup. Where I work did not observe it, which kind of sucks, but you know, we move. So it's been a busy day, and I also started my period today. So, you know, not feeling my best. However, my core is on fire from the Pilates class yesterday. It was spicy. So I'm feeling good in that way, but just, yeah, you know, day 1 feels. I've hit my hydration, so I've had 3 litres of water, and I'll probably have some more before I go to bed. I've had 3 decent meals. I had my Greek yogurt bowl again in the morning, and I had one of my like Thrive meals, which I get in for lunches when I'm working, especially when Callum's away, because it just means it's like one less thing I have to think about. I'm about to make dinner here as well. I'm gonna have a chicken tzatziki bagel and some tomatoes tonight. I like to do a little like at home yoga or something tonight, and then that will be movement ticked off. My phone has been blocked, although I did have to unbrick for a while because I had an ad on Instagram go live today and they hadn't confirmed the time to go live, so I needed to keep it open. Surprise, surprise. Needed to post it at 10 a.m. so glad I did that. But it will be blocked this evening. Edited and posted my YouTube, which has gone live just before this one. I need to work directly on my like performance-y goals. So I think I'm going to analyse a script this evening. So I did a block of acting classes quite recently and they finished up, but I couldn't make it to the last one, and there was a script, just like a 1-page script that we had to analyse, and I'd done part of it, but I would like to do the whole thing from scratch. So that will be my progress towards my goal tonight. Okay, I know I ran out of pink post-its, but that is quite pleasing to me. We crushed day 1 and 2. Day 3, still to be seen. I found the script. It's called Are We Really Friends? And it's 1 page, so it's a very small script. And I've got my notebook, and I'm gonna go back through my notes from the class because I can't actually remember how to dissect a script. First rule is to read it 3 times, at least 3 times. I need to tell what is the dramatic action. I think I've managed to do something with it. I find it quite tricky. Doing this kind of reminds me of, I'm a scientist in my day job, and every now and then you have to calculate dilutions and serial dilutions and everything else. The process of doing that is not difficult. It's something we're trained to do. It's not a super complex equation or anything, but every single time my whole brain has just turned to mud and I need to like really think through it every single time. Probably because I just don't do it that often, right? But this reminds me of that, in that I know this is really simple, but it's so simple that I'm like, surely it can't be that simple. Good morning, everyone. Oh, a dog barking. How are we doing? I'm tired. Flippin' heck. It is day 4. Oh, we finished day 3. Day 3 was a success. Resetting your life while you're on your period. I know this is a realistic, very low key, I'm not changing the world here with these habit resets, but flipping heck, it's a little bit challenging because all I want to do is sleep. I did sleep a little bit longer today. I didn't snooze my alarm, but I did not get up when my alarm went off. That's a different goal. For it being day 2 of my cycle, I'm actually feeling not that bad. I don't have like horrific symptoms or anything, but usually in a bit of pain and like feeling a bit anxious or paranoid. I don't know, your brain tricks you into thinking that everyone hates you and that you're a nasty person, and actually that's not true. Last night I felt like the worst person in the world because I had booked to go and see a play by like a local drama group, and my brother, he's got a short set in the interval, he's a musician. I had booked to go on Monday and I put it in my diary that it was next week, not this week. So I was like reading my book and, you know, sorting all my stuff out like you saw last night, and all the time my brother was like, are you coming? So I just felt horrific. It's obviously fine, like he's a big boy and I'm overthinking it, but I've rebooked to go tonight. It's on for 3 nights, thank God. The rest of the plans today, big day of work. I need to finish a reel. There's a reel that's really been sitting on my list for a while now, and it's just taken me a lot longer to finish than I would have hoped. So I really want to get that done today because I can't keep looking at it. These planners have saved my life. Every time I think I'm procrastinating or I'm not quite like on top of things, it's usually because I haven't written down what I need to do in these planners. I've had like 4 of them now. I'll show you a blank page. So it's got like your time slots, quick ticks, things that take a bit longer, and then like projects, which are like big things. And it's just really nice to kind of compartmentalize your tasks into how long they take, because it means you can then look at the how many hours that are in a day and go, well, actually, is that feasible or not? Because the hurdle I fall at every single time is overcommitting, thinking I can do more in a day than is physically possible by anyone ever. So I've just spent a little bit of time doing that, and I've got my breakfast on the go. So good. Oh, I was gonna make it with coconut water. Damn, I forgot. Never mind. Guys, it all went a little bit wrong, okay? You join me on Thursday, which is day 6. I've fallen off a little bit. Some reasons for this. I do have my dinner right now. I've done a big like leftover, like some butter beans, sweet potato, some sticky rice and some greens. First issue is that I got my period this week. I'm not using that as an excuse, but it is a reason, okay? I was like, why does my brain not work? I've like dropped the ball a lot this week on a lot of things. The play I went to on Tuesday, no, The play I went to on Wednesday, I was supposed to go to on Tuesday. No! Oh my god, I'm getting it wrong again! The play I went to on Tuesday, I was actually supposed to go to on Monday, but I had no word of it, completely forgot, put it in the wrong day on my calendar, and then just forgot, so I felt awful. Thankfully, I could book another one. And then the next day, I completely forgot about a meeting that I was supposed to have with the brand. To be fair with that one, my actual like other job ran over a bit, so I just couldn't make it, but it was just like, I feel like I'm not on the ball this week. That kind of sucks, but it's okay. And I had a bit of a like, oh, I'll just scrap this whole YouTube. I'll scrap the video because it's not really what I wanted it to be. But actually I feel like this is more realistic, and I don't know, I don't have anything else to post, so I'm gonna post it anyway. I said at the start that I would be flexible, and if I didn't hit it every day, that would be okay. As long as I hit most days, I'll be pleased. And I have to remember that, you know, the days where it doesn't go so well are also days of kind of progress. Although I didn't hit all of those little habits, my food has been great. Like, I've had lots of good meals and feeling good about it as well. My step count has gone up a bit. Like, I'm not gonna tell you I'm hitting 10k steps every day, because I'm not. My job is much more sedentary these days and life is busy, and I'm just struggling to fit it in a wee bit, but my step count has gone up. My sleep hasn't been amazing, but I've been much more strict with my phone, and I've been really good about getting my editing done, so I'm feeling good about that. I just haven't quite nailed the exercise, and the like working towards my actual goal, which is the whole point, has fallen off a bit. It's just a bowl of carbs and I'm so happy about it. Although it's like, I'm not going to classes every day, and I'm not like necessarily, you know, I'm not practicing singing every day, I'm not like going to acting classes every day, I have done quite a lot. Like, I have been reading I have an acting kind of coaching book that I've been reading, so I've been reading that. I went to a play and I like saw amateur performers perform. I say amateur because it's not a professional production, but it was really high level. I found it really helpful to see like people actually do it and pick up on things that they do, and like, I don't know, I think just watching a play with a lens of maybe a more analytical lens than just there to enjoy it, and I found that really helpful. I've had some singing practice this week. I've done a little bit of movement, even though it's been way lower intensity than I was hoping for, just because like my body is tired this week. It's all fine because tomorrow I have another vocal coaching lesson with Katie, and I'm going to a jazz dance class in the evening. I've been to this class a few times, and this week is the like choreography week. So last week we did kind of technical stuff and a little bit of the choreography. This week we're doing the same choreography and then adding on to it. A little bit nervous because I don't pick up choreography very quickly right now, because I've not done this kind of dancing ever, and I've not danced full stop for a long time, like since I was 12. So it's not like quite sitting in my brain properly, but it will be fine because I don't have to be perfect straight away. I don't actually ever have to be perfect, but I don't even have to be good straight away. We're learning choreography for All That Jazz, and it's a good one. It's like very Fossy. I would love to be really good at it. That's not gonna happen straight away, but over time, maybe. I'm obviously going to continue this vlog next week for days 8 to 14. I'm hoping that by the end of this whole like challenge, there will be much more of an arc. Like, this week has been a bit funky and like trying to find my feet. I'm hoping by the end of it, I'll be feeling really strong about everything. I'm meeting a PT next week, but I think that will really help, like having someone coach me through the strength and conditioning side of things. Like, that will really help me with my dance classes, and just like obviously my own health also will really help with my singing and my vocal coaching for my stamina. So it's funny how all of these things interlink, but I think it's really important. So I'm looking forward to having some more guidance with that. I think I'm going to book another acting class block tonight as well. I have a year-long acting course booked that doesn't start till September, so I have the whole summer, do little like workshops, and I might do some one-to-one coaching potentially. I just really want to like get into it, and it takes a while to find your groove with that kind of thing. What else was I going to tell you? This is essentially the behind the scenes of my life, which is not that interesting. It's been such a solo week as well, and I love watching other people's YouTubes where there's like other people, like their interactions with other people who have social media friends. And I have social media friends, but I also have a full-time job on top of social media, which means by the end of the day, like, you do end up editing a lot. And if you have other goals you're working towards like I do, then that takes up time as well. And then like obviously spending time with Callum, my family, like I've had a lot of family stuff the last month or so, so there's just a lot going on, and it's sad because me and my best friends don't live close to each other anymore. One's in Australia, one's in London, one's in like a different area in Scotland. And like the people that have really full social lives, I'm so happy for you. But for the people who don't, if you're a bit more like me and you kind of spend your life a little bit like at home. I would definitely say I'm more of an extrovert than an introvert, but I do love my own space and I love my house. Happy to be here, but I think sometimes with social media, obviously it portrays everything as slightly different to what real life is. I guess if you watch like other channels and everyone's always on a girls trip, or you know, they have lots of like social amazing things going on all the time. I mean, that is happening for them, obviously, because they wouldn't be showing it if it wasn't. But also, this exists too, which is I go to work, I try my best to sleep well, eat well, move, fit some time into my hobbies and things, and try my best to keep on top of my relationships and friends and you know whatever else, and it doesn't always work. Sometimes you're going to spend a whole week basically on your own, just doing what is probably someone else's bare minimum but feels to me quite a lot, and that's okay. I am melting. My skin has really broken down here, which is a new place for me. I don't often get this. This is like 3 different spots. It's all kind of just scarring, so I don't have anything else going on, but this bit is just intense. I'm excited for my period to be done. Hi guys, I've been working from home all day and it's been a long one. I've got half an hour and then I need to go because I've got a singing lesson and my dance class tonight, and I realised I hadn't eaten lunch, which is not good. It's also not like me, but I'm going to Sky tomorrow, so I didn't want to get like lots of groceries in. So I did a little sneaky, cheeky Uber Eats from a place in Glasgow called Juicy. It's on Byres Road and I've never been before, but they had a soup and little like ciabatta kind of deal, like flatbread. So I got, what is this? Avo mozzarella flatbread and a like thing of soup. Also this juice, which looks a bit of me. Washing machine's on if you can hear that. It is the Hydrate, and I added collagen and I made it vegan with coconut milk and coconut yogurt. Not that I'm vegan or have any aversions to regular milk, but my voice and my throat is feeling a bit scratchy. Not like ill, but just a bit thick, and I don't want to make it any worse, and apparently dairy is not the one for that, especially prior to like a singing lesson. So I'm gonna have some of this and then I really need to like eat and go. How does this work? That is nice. Raspberry, coconut and banana. This is gonna do me well. So I just had my singing lesson and forgot to film any of it. I do have it on like voice recordings and things just so that I can look back and hopefully improve. It was another good lesson, definitely improving slowly and making some good work, and yeah, all good. So I have a little bit of time now until my dance class, so I've just popped into Black Sheep. It's not my favourite place, but it's open late and it's got charging points, so it's a good spot just to sit, and then I'll head to the dance studio later. Dead. Good evening guys, it's quite late. The bedtime routine has not been good this week, right? It's not been the best start to this challenge, but that's okay. If I can hit day 50 and have 80% success rate, perfect, that's fine. It'll be an improvement on what I did. I didn't film as much as I thought I would. I kind of forgot to put my camera up in my singing lesson, and then had a dance class and we didn't have an opportunity that class. Sometimes we're able to film like some of the choreography, but it was quite tight today so we didn't do it. But the class was really good, my singing lesson was really good, making a lot of progress in my vocal coaching lessons, which is great. I'm still like obviously not where I would like to be. I feel like that's going to be constantly a thing, but now compared to 6 months ago, it's night and day. So very positive, and it's kind of given me a bit of a boost to know that like changes are happening and I'm not just deluding myself that I can make progress and get better. I'm just about to go to bed, but I am gonna be a bit sneaky and have a little mint hot chocolate. I've got my velvetizer out. I wouldn't normally have this so close to bed, but I'm feeling crazy today. The dance class, however, hard. I was like this when I started ballet as well. It took me a few weeks to even be able to pick up the choreography all the way through, and jazz is obviously quicker. I've only done 3 classes, so still very early days. And I know that like, again, 6 months from this point, I'll be feeling a lot better about it, but it's really annoying being a beginner. It's really fun being a beginner, but it's annoying when like you want to be good at something kind of straight away, and that's just not how things work. Had some dinner, had a shower, shower. I haven't dried my hair yet, so need to sort that out. Yeah, that's week 1 done, guys. 4 out of the 7 days I've hit everything. The other 3 not so great, but that's all right. I'm going to read a little bit before bed tonight. Gorgeous. Smells like an after date. I hope if you're also in a bit of a rut with just life, that this has maybe shown you that you can make small steps and you don't have to be perfect every day, but you can pull yourself out of it.